Just back to Armel from Environment Canada. I know you've given us lots of numbers over the briefings, but I was wondering if you could recap again for us the record-breaking rain in November, then the record-breaking heat at elevations today, and the implications of all of that for us now and into the future.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. There's a lot of numbers to go through. Absolutely. We're going to be crunching them for weeks and months to come. But certainly at this point, we can say a few things. One, that the November 13th through 15th event created record numbers of precipitation, particularly on the Eastern Fraser Valley, including Abbotsford and Hope, seeing their record 24 hours of precipitation at 100 and 174 millimeters, respectively. We are also seeing that Abbotsford has broken its November totals for precipitation by 99 millimeters. So a huge departure from the previous record going back many, many years. We are also tracking Nanaimo, Victoria, Vancouver International Airport, and Abbotsford having broken their seasonal precipitation numbers for September, October, and November all combined. So without question, this has been a very active streak since mid-September on the heels of an extremely wet, dry, and hot summer. So we have gone from some extremes to other extremes. And unfortunately, this is consistent with what climate change has been projecting for all parts of Canada, including the mid-latitudes here in BC. It's not to say that it's always going to be this extreme all the time. I mean, we will see lulls, of course, but the frequency, the amplitude of these events and their longevity individually will continue to increase with the coming years and decades.
Rob, do you have a follow-up?
Great, thank you. But also on the record-breaking heat at elevations, like what would the implications of that be? If it melts the snowpack, do we see that immediately? Is there a lagging effect there? Where does it kind of manifest itself? And how worried do we need to be about that, not only today, but in the days ahead?
Please.
Yeah, that's a great question, Rob. Again, the heat is not just at the valley bottom, it's certainly going up to mountaintop heights. So any snow that has occurred in the past several weeks, including ahead of the mid-month event and since, is not extremely thick. So a thick snowpack, as David Campbell will also say, can absorb a lot of rain. These rain events can, be muted up at elevation. When the snowpack is thinner, it's closer to being melted. And so an event like this can actually melt a lot of snow. And that's when we're starting to see values not only on the coast, but into the interior, where an addition to the rain is the snow melt. And it can happen very quickly, especially considering how saturated all of the soils are as a result of having such a long period of wetness. And therefore, the impacts from that snow melt are very, very close to on hand and add to the rainfall totals. Beyond that, of course, being delayed in any given winter for the start of the snowpack could have some implications, but we are really just starting that whole snow period. Parts of the rest of the province are being buried with snow. Stewart just got over 50 centimeters in the last couple of days. We will be entering into a La Nina winter. So come mid to late December, the deck is essentially stacked that we would see cooler conditions through January, February, March, and perhaps even April. And that could spell, a bolstered snowpack down to lower or mid elevations.